Hey guys, ECRG here, back with another episode. Today's episode is about a question I got from someone who emailed in on the YouTube channel. So if you would like to do that or you have your own personal question, I would email me at eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com and I will answer your question and make an episode about it, usually if it's something new I haven't done before. So this person writes in, Hi ECRG. I have listened to your channel for a while, and I'm planning to enter the clinical research area, but I have a question for you. Before I ask, let me introduce myself. I'm 23 years old and have a life science bachelor's degree. I have worked in a genetic test company as a product specialist since I graduated, which is almost a year and a half now. Rather than keep studying a master's degree, as almost all my college classmates do. That doesn't really make sense, but you'll get what I'm saying as I keep going. I am planning to change my field, as I said above, because I have seen the gap between lab tech and clinical usage, and I want to be the person who can contribute to the gap filling. However, job vacancies in Taiwanese CROs are all that is needed is a minimum of a master's degree. It is a corrupt custom in Taiwanese culture, unlike what you said in your channel. There is no need for a fancy degree. Therefore, I am planning to get the degree, but my question is, what is the most suitable master's program for the clinical research area for a life science background student? I don't want to waste another 2 years in an area which doesn't do any good for my future career. I know it is the pragmatic experience that is most important, since you said it on your channel. Therefore, what kind of experience should I get during the 2 years of my master's? If you can answer my questions, I will sincerely be appreciated because I really don't know who should I ask, since there is no one besides me can give me instruction. Moreover, it is applying season right now. If I keep not deciding which program I should get, I may waste another year not chasing my dreams. So good question. Thank you for emailing in and writing in. First and foremost, I would say, well, let's take a look and see if your assertion is correct. That's why I have this search open on Google for those watching on YouTube. Let's see if your assertion is correct that a minimum of a master's degree is needed. So I'm going to look over here on Glassdoor, and we're going to see what is needed. If you're saying that you need a master's degree, any position in clinical research, so here's Covance in Taipei, we'll see if they require a master's degree. So let's just go down here, education. So what do they want? University, college degree, or certification in a related health profession. So I just see a 4-year degree. I don't see any master's degree needed. So it says, in lieu of the above requirement, candidates with 4 or more years of related clinical research experience may be considered. So it sounds like you don't even need a college degree to get this position in Taipei. And that may be because it's so in demand. And keep in mind, this job came out 4 days ago. So this is a recent job, and you don't need a degree. I mean, that's what I see over here in the USA too. Like, if you have experience, you don't necessarily need the degree, but it will definitely be easier if you have just a regular bachelor's degree. So far I haven't seen one that says, look, you need a master's degree. So let's see what else. So clinical trial manager, this is at MedPace. So let's see if what the requirements are. So this is what they say: bachelor's degree in a health-related field, master's degree or PhD is preferred. So a lot of companies may say something like that. Once again, preferred. And clinical trial manager, that's like a project manager. So I could see why they want an advanced degree, but it's preferred. So that doesn't mean you should not apply. Apply to these positions anyway and let them tell you no. Get in with the recruiters, get in with the hiring managers. Apply. Don't be afraid to apply and tell them and have them give you feedback on your application. So really what they want, master's degree, 2 years of clinical trial experience in Asia, ideally in a CRO environment. So apply. That's fine. All right, let's see. We got a CRA. This is brand new. All right, they don't have any other stuff about that. So here's Johnson & Johnson. This is Taipei. It's a very big company. This is one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies, Johnson & Johnson. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Skills and experience. So you need to be able to speak Mandarin, previous clinical trial experience. So I don't see anything where they're talking about. Okay, so required minimum of a BS, and 4 to 6 years of experience. So yeah, so far I'm not seeing anything that requires you to have a to have a degree, advanced degree. So let's see if this is their clinical site manager. So this is like their CRA, par excellence CRA. So educated to a degree level, and you want one of those biological science, pharmacy, or other health related discipline. So look, I mean, I'm not seeing it, and this is for entry level. Well, not entry level, but a CRA with level 1. So I'm just not seeing it. Now let's see this. This is MedPace. Now this is, I believe, their truly entry level position, clinical trial assistant of clinical monitoring, and this is Taipei, Taiwan. Keep in mind. So their qualifications are minimum of a high school diploma. So not even a college degree is required. So I'm just not seeing it. And I've looked at a bunch of different companies. We looked at MedPace, Johnson and Johnson, AstraZeneca. Here's one at PPD. This is regulatory affairs. Let's see what's required here. Bachelor's degree again, and then 2 to 3 years of regulatory experience. So I'm just not seeing where you say a master's degree is required. And because of that, I wouldn't do it. I would just try and get your foot in the door and get the experience, because one thing is these companies will pay for your advanced degree. So I would not want to pay for that out of pocket if I could avoid it. Now, once again, the culture around the world is different. USA culture is going to be different than China culture. It's going to be different than Taiwan culture. So, from what I'm seeing online, and that's only what I can offer you, because I've not been to Taiwan. I've not, talked to a bunch of people that work in Taiwan, per se. So this is just what I can offer you. And please email in if you're seeing something different, or if anyone from Taiwan is listening, or anyone else from Taiwan is listening. I would definitely, reach out to me and let me know if I'm seeing something wrong here. But I'm only seeing bachelor's degree. I'm seeing similar requirements for USA as Taiwan. But if you must get a master's degree, if you have to, I would look at something that's going to be useful. I think master's in clinical research will be useful for clinical research. That's an obvious one, but I wouldn't get that. I would never get a master's degree, period. But if I was forced to get one, I would get a master's in business administration, just because I feel like that might help me in real life, not just the clinical life. You're going to get all this knowledge from experience. You don't need a master's in clinical research to be successful in clinical research. You're going to get that from on-the-job experience. So that's just paying for a piece of paper that says you studied clinical research. So I think those are good. I've seen a lot of people with MPHs, Masters in Public Health, in clinical research also. So those are the three that I would say if you had to get one, but I would not get one. And definitely I wouldn't get one if I was paying for it. I'd want my company to pay for it. Or I don't know, maybe in Taiwan they're free. I don't know. If that was the case, I would still get an MBA if I was forced to get one. But that's just me. So, and then you say, what kind of experience should you get during your 2 years of your master's? So if you are allowed an internship while you're getting your master's, or you're allowed to work, I would go work for a clinical research company. I'd work for any of the ones I named here. Just go look at jobs. Par Excel's good, MedPace, good. Just getting your foot in the door. AstraZeneca, GlaxoSmithKline, GSK, Covance, good. AbbVie, Medbase, Johnson & Johnson. These are all great companies. So just apply. And so a lot of times people tell me there's not opportunities around the world. So how about this? Taiwan, small country, Taipei. There's even clinical research opportunities there. Because don't forget, APAC is becoming a major player in the next 2019, 2020, 2021 clinical research cycle. APAC is going to be a huge player. So keep that in mind when you're looking at places to go. So if you're based in like India, or you're always talking about going west to America, I'd look at APAC also. I'd look at doing work in APAC. So China, I would think about that too. So hope that answers your question about the Taiwanese, work culture and about getting a master's degree and things of that nature. I know this is probably very specific, but for those people that are in other countries, you can do the same search. I just looked on not Google. I typed in Google and went to Glassdoor. So you can do that same search and see what are the requirements for getting a clinical research job. You can look at salary, things of that nature too. So hope that makes sense, guys. As always, email me eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com if you're interested in any type of services that we offer. Take care, guys.